Hello everyone, I'm Charlie Tolhurst and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel tonight, talking about my top 3 albums of all time. Now, I've done a video on this last year. However, though, there have been some changes to my album choices. So my top 3 albums at the moment of 2024 and my top 3 albums in general. I thought I'd go over some. There has been some changes. I'm going to do this video every year because I really want to highlight some of my favourite albums at the moment, and these are my top 3 albums of the year of all time at the moment. So let's start off with number 1. Now, number 1 to you guys is an album that is very, very close to my heart, and is actually by one of my favourite artists of all time, Michael Jackson's Thriller. Now, you might know this bad boy. Michael Jackson's Thriller was actually released in November of 1982. As well, it featured, obviously, Quincy Jones produced the album with Michael Jackson. He also produced Off the Wall, which released in 1979. And for me, Thriller is the best-selling album of all time. I think it sold something like 47 million copies, something like that, maybe even more than that. It's the best-selling album of all time. For a reason. This album's just so famous. You know, growing up as a young kid, Michael Jackson was a huge influence to me. You know, listening to many songs on the album. There are 9 tracks. Obviously, I want to be starting something is on there as well. But just in general, like, you know, tracks on there like Billie Jean, probably one of the most famous songs ever by Michael Jackson. I remember that performance in the 1983 Motown concert, Motown's 30th anniversary, Michael performing the moonwalk for the first time. Oh my god, that concert was incredible. Go and check that out if you, on YouTube, you want to go and find it. Because Michael actually done a medley of the Jackson, with the Jackson 5, with the brothers. He done the medley, which included I Want You Back, The Love You Save. And that was all on his stuff growing up. But obviously, I knew Michael going through, like, obviously, the Jackson 5, I Want You Back is one of my favourite songs by him, by the group as well. But the Thriller album is amazing. Like, there's some iconic songs. It also features as well on there, probably one of my favourite songs of all time, just Human Nature. It's a song that just tells a story. I think that, you know, the whole melody, the way Michael's trying to portray himself in the song, the performance as well on This Is It was, honestly, the song is just so amazing. It's very close to my heart. You know, Beat It as well, PYT, Pretty Young Thing, just some amazing tracks on there. You know, 9 songs, and even the Thriller song as well, one of the most advanced music videos of all time. Thriller's just my favourite album by Michael Jackson. It's the album that got him the fame that he did, you know. 13 number ones on the US Billboard chart, Hot 100 charts. It's like up there with, like, you know, one of the most successful artists ever to get number ones. He had one of the most number ones out of any artist. So, yeah, definitely Thriller is an album that I absolutely love. By Michael Jackson, and he's my favourite album by the King of Pop. Anyway, now number 2, moving down to second this time, is an album that I still absolutely love, and this album was number 1 last year. It's Born to Do It by Craig David. Now, this is my favourite album by Craig David. If you don't know who Craig David is, he is from Southampton. He's an artist that I grew up listening to. Obviously, Rewind with The Artful Dodger was his breakthrough hit. Obviously, Rewind is on this album. There's about 11 songs on here. And for me, this album features some of my all-time favourite songs as well. Fill Me In, one of Craig's original solo track, released in 2000, first ever Craig David solo single, peaked at number 1. As well, 7 Days, Walking Away. Again, 2 other fantastic singles. And, you know, this album was just amazing. You know, so many songs on this album that I absolutely love. Craig David's Born to Do It, you know. Fill Me In, Rendezvous, Can't Be Messing Around, Last Night, I love that track. Reminds me of Rewind, actually, with the chorus. Booty Man, that's a pure classic, Booty Man. Time to Party, great song. You Know What, Follow Me. This album was brilliant, and it was produced as well, I think, with Mark Hill, who is one half of the original Artful Dodger with Pete Devereaux, who worked on the track Rewind with Craig. This album is brilliant, honestly. I love this album. Born to Do It is the album that got Craig David famous. You know, he was only 18 years old, younger than me now when he got a number 1. Incredible album. Brilliant album as well. One of my favourites. The fact that this sold like 7 million copies was one of the most successful albums in the UK. So, yeah, he's still his most successful album. He's doing a lot of stuff at the moment. Craig David just recently dropped the hit Wes Nelson Abracadabra. So, yeah, that's good. Now, number three. Number three is an album that I absolutely love by this artist. And it's a new album, this one. It's an artist called Michael Bublé. Don't know Michael Bublé. Michael Bublé is an artist who, again, I used to listen to a lot of his songs growing up. And for me, as an artist, it's just an all-round talent. You know, he covers modern tracks. He's recently obviously got Higher. That's an album that he's dropped a couple of years ago as well. But the album that I love by Michael Bublé, one of my favourite albums, is Crazy Love. And this album is just amazing. For me, it features some fantastic tunes on here. 16 in total. Haven't Met You Yet is one of my all-time favourite Michael Bublé songs. For me personally, I just love Haven't Met You Yet. You know, what can I say? Haven't Met You Yet is up there as well. Cry Me a River, All of Me, Georgia on My Mind. That is an amazing cover of a Ray Charles song. Georgia on My Mind is one of my favourite ever Bublé covers. Bublé covers so many classic tracks. Moondance, Van Morrison as well. Again, another fantastic singer by Van Morrison as well. Heartache Tonight as well. Crazy Love, that's a fantastic song. Stardust as well. This album, it's amazing. It was released in 2009. And it covers so many genres. Jazz, contemporary music, pop. Oh my god, wow. I mean, honestly, talk about an album of a mixture of original material and also covers. Of classic covers of famous artists. Bublé is just an all-round talented individual. A brilliant artist, you know. Growing up, listening to Bublé was honestly the icing of the cake for music. I just love Bublé. I'd love to go and watch him one day, you know. For me personally, he's just a fantastic artist, all-round brilliant artist from Canada as well. Bublé is an amazing artist. And for me, you got to love some of his songs. The 2000s was never the same, you know, that Bublé. And also as well, Bublé did do a very famous Christmas album as well, which included some brilliant Christmas covers. And I'm sure that will be featuring in a Christmas video coming up later this year when I go over Christmas songs of my favourites as well. But that is my top 3 favourite albums as of 2024. As of May 2024, I will be doing another video on this potentially next year. So my album list could change, but I'll let you know in the comments as well about that. Please drop a comment what your top 3 favourite albums are, if you've got any at the moment, and just let me know in the comments exactly what albums that I think I've missed out, you know, could be included. That's all, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Charlie Tolhurst. This is Chaz Sports YouTube channel, and this is my top 3 favourite albums in music. Thank you for listening. Take care, and goodbye.